No, he says some nice things about that.
Did he really?
This book just came out today, as I mentioned it before. He says, what does he say? Like a lot of people, I grew up loving the animated special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that appeared every year. I wanted to create something with the same kind of feeling and warmth.
Glad to hear it.
But you did Willie McBean. That was a feature, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That was 1960 or something.
Yeah. The fellow who wrote this book, I digress from him. His name Rick Goldschmidt, and I get a lot of phone calls, and I really don't pay attention to too many of them because it's people call and they want something. They want an animagic figure. They want. And this chap called me and said something or other, and then he called again, and started writing to me. And I realized he was a very serious person, and he said that he was going to do a book about our productions. So the first part of this year, when he told me all the stuff he had collected, I said, before you go any further, you better let me see what you have. And I went out to visit him. He lives outside of Chicago. He's a real person. He works for the telephone company. He has a wife and 2.5 children. He lives in a tract house. He has a dog and a cat. And he's absolutely down to earth, seriously enamored of all this stuff. And 1/3 of his house is a shrine. I cooperated with him in part on this, and this is the first day that this, and Don did also. Don, who I found out just recently, has been our librarian over the years. He has been sweeping the floor at Rankin Bass and taking home bits and pieces in his file system, and he helped Rick a great deal too in getting pictures for this book. Now, what was that question? About a date?
Willie McBean.
Yeah, let me see. I think it was one of the first things I did. You want to know the year? Here we are. Released in 1965. That was a large effort for a young company, because it was a full feature, and I just found out about this animagic technique through Rudolph and thought, well, we can do a lot more with a little bit more money. So I sat down and wrote this screenplay. Did I write this? Yeah, it says written, produced, and directed, so I guess I did it. I'm kind of guilty. And it's a simple story about a kid going back through time. It's a time machine story. And I think it's available today. It's great. It's a nice picture. It says it's on home video, but it's very hard to find.